Hello everyone, I'm the Soloist and welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Howdy Kingsley, welcome. I absolutely forgot to turn on monitoring so I could actually hear the game audio. That was a weird amount of silence. Oh no, everyone wants to talk to me. I don't want to. No, I forgot this is Nintendo. That was not B that I hit. It is important to hear the game audio. Yeah, like sometimes, I suppose like I should hear it occasionally. But like, I don't have to always hear it. I don't know what that noise was that I made. Cough. Oh. Right, I had paralog battles. I forgot I was gonna do those when we came back. We have unsettling truths in love and hate in wartime. Curiouser and curiouser. The noise was giving Hifumi, or however you spell that hamster man's name. No, stop. Never compare me to that fucking weeaboo of a goddamn teenager. And I believe you did spell it right. Oh, awful. I'm curious enough with these characters to check out this one. Although the enemy level is 38, so I don't actually know if they're high enough for that in any fashion. So I suppose I'll go to the training instructor, level some boyos up.
Between victory and defeat.
Yeah, no one is level 38. No one's level 8. But no one is capable of getting to that because we don't have anyone at level 38.
With proper training,
So I suppose I'll just let them be.
unstoppable.
Yeah, we'll do the paralog with these weirdos.
Ignatz Victor
Have
reporting,
to
Your
move something
Excellency.
in real time.
Yes, come in.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I think you're supposed to say, forgive my intrusion.
Right.
Ignatz
yes.
is built like
Forgive me, Your Excellency.
such a woman
Listen,
with such a
Ignatz,
manly
I may have a
voice.
title now, but you and I are still friends as we have always been. All this formality is starting to make my skin crawl. Please, just treat me the same as ever you have.
Oh, right. Of course. Anyway, what do you need?
You've no doubt heard about the bandits who appeared in Gloucester, yes? The ones who were supposedly former mercenaries.
They've been around for a while, right?
Yes, my men have been searching for their base for some time now, and I believe they have finally located it. I took the opportunity to look into the provenance of these bandits anew, and it seems they were indeed a mercenary band. One in the employ of my father.
I see.
My internet is so
For
awful,
some reason, they have
apparently.
abandoned the
It might
sellsword
be
life
you.
and fallen
It could
into
be me.
banditry.
Although mine seems to be holding pretty steady. We did
But
have some pretty
why would
crazy
they do that?
weather come through a
not
little
know.
earlier this evening.
I attempted to
It's already
discuss it with
passed.
my
It's already
father,
gone. But
his only
could be that.
concern at present is finding me a proper spouse. When I ask,
Oh, they
he
want him to
evades
get
me and
married.
changes the subject.
That little gay boy.
Yes. That's quite the conundrum.
Regardless, I cannot ignore these bandits, especially if my father had something to do with them. Thusly, I have decided to deal with them myself, and I was hoping you might join me.
Of course.
Yeah, I heard there were storms
I'm
up
a
there.
knight of House
Yeah,
Gloucester,
they were
after
pretty
all.
bad. There's at least 2 downed
Good.
like chunks of
As it would be a
trees
rather tall order for
along
the two of
certain
us to
roads
take on
that
a gang of brigands
I was
alone,
on.
I have called in some additional support.
Hey, you Lawrence. I came as soon as I could.
Just once, I wish one of my acquaintances could split the difference between absurd formality and dire nonchalance. I am a count now, you know.
Oh, it's giving Florida.
Wait, so are we not friends? 'cause
Understandable.
you're a count?
No, what I meant to say is...
Look, enough with the titles. I'm a busy man, so let's get moving already.
Whoa,
I will
Shez,
have
that's
you
got to be
know,
the
a
most
noble is
brash
nothing
you've
without
ever
their-
been.
Oh, never mind. I asked you here because I need your help dealing with bandits in my territory.
That's it? Well, sure. I'm happy to help.
That was easy. I suppose it does indeed pay to have some true friends in one's corner.
Sure does. Besides, if just you and Ignatz try to do it, you're gonna get kicked into next moon.
Have
Damn,
you
no
ever
faith in his
considered
friend, I
not
guess.
saying the first thing that pops into your head? The two of us could easily handle this matter. I am simply being prudent. Also, these are not some run-of-the-mill ruffians, but rather highly trained former mercenaries.
Right, the old mercenary to bandit career path.
They have some connection to my father as well, so I would like to uncover what we can in the process.
You got it, boss. If we fight and win, I'm sure some info will turn up on your old man.
I am not certain I follow your logic, though I suppose it would be the preferred outcome. Now then, we should be off. With my subjects in peril, there is not a moment to waste. We will depart as soon as you are ready.
I'll take my payment in meat, please.
Oh, God.
I shall tell the kitchen to prepare a ham.
He wants his payment in meat. Big ol' sloppy meat. My cat just ran at my feet, and never have I dropped my knees so quickly to prevent getting bitten. I cannot imagine the type of life you live where your fear is that your cat is gonna just come fucking munch some toes. Not me and my cat. My cat will munch my calf, but only in the most gentle way possible, like she's playing with another cat. I don't think she understands that if I accidentally drop in some fashion, she'll die if she doesn't scurry away. I think she just sees it as... I hit the wrong button. I think she just sees it as another instance.
Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
Mine never learned how to play with other cats because she was separated too soon from her mom. That's a lot. I think that's the nature of a lot of certain cats. They just end up being taken from their mommies.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right.
Again,
Here I command
Ignatz has
nothing
just
you
such a
must
voice that is just so man.
There is nothing I cannot do. I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders. Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I'm prepared to see this.
Say,
Keep your eyes on me.
Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs. Now, let us bring it down.
I think
Nice.
this will go
I'm trying to
well.
do a little better about
I'm
switching
prepared to
between
see
them
this
all.
through.
Give everyone a fair, like, opportunity.
All right, here I go.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident?
Could this group perchance... Oh, buddy. It was kind of implied to me that she was found without her mother, but still she just never learned how to act like other cats. Yeah, again, that just sort of seems to be the nature of being a cat.
There's nothing these muscles can't do.
They just kind of appear one day and it's like, man, where's your mom? And they meow at you. And then you go, guess I'm your mom now.
Take a breather.
Who's your daddy?
You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize... Not a problem.
Idiot. Do you realize not every
got this.
mercenary knows each other?
There is nothing I cannot do.
But not every mercenary knows each other, right?
There is nothing I cannot do.
I'm prepared. Keep your eyes on me.
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base. By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
Damn, they're trying to retreat and my goal is to just murder them before they get there? Whack.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
Murder them all. They shan't escape.
I'll defeat you. What do you think of this?
Oh, that was kind of whack.
Okay, time to attack.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Not a
Well,
problem.
okay, if I had known that this guy was going to run away from his post, I would have been a little smarter about it, to be fair.
All right, Here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I didn't realize those guys were gonna run off.
My turn at last.
My mother and father died not too far from here.
All right.
That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah. They were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
This stronghold will fall.
Did he say that they were attacked by monsters? I will lower the game's audio just a bit because the fighting aspects are really
Now it
loud
is
and
my turn.
I'm not in
There
a
is
space where I can
nothing
talk
cannot do.
loud.
I've got this.
Oh, cool. Everyone's got something.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
No, they got away.
Wait, what? Which thieves got to the fucking point? I had to step away from my phone for a sec, but all that to say, my cat does have her issues, and I have my fair share of scratches from her, but I love her very much, so it's fine. I don't know which mercenary made it, like, wait to the point I needed to stop them at. I could have sworn that they were all being engaged in some fashion.
Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right. There's nothing these
Stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
Jesus Christ.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
They literally had me cornered in a fashion in which I could not escape.
Move out. Not a problem. I've got this.
There is none shall surpass me.
Oh, congrats to
But not
him.
enough.
I need it known. I don't have a dislike for
There is nothing I cannot
for this
do.
Fire Emblem game. I would like that made aware. My brain just gets so tired sometimes, you know? I'm sure everyone has that
Prepared to see
feeling.
this-
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs. Now, let us bring it down.
I know that's a funny thing to say only 20 minutes into this particular game.
I've found strength in adversity. Now, I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
There's nothing.
That I think of
Alright,
it.
Here I go.
We're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed, I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident?
I think my brain cells just sometimes get bored of the repetitive nature of this particular style of game. Because there's a very deep and entrancing story that's happening underneath it, but then like the gameplay to get there is just me mashing buttons, and like rolling out of the way when I need to. Which is funny because that's also was the nature of like every other game I had played recently. But somehow something about them made it different. Maybe I'm just a hater. Who knows?
You yourself are a former...
All right. Here there's nothing these muscles can't do.
And that's so fair. My brain gets tired of things I don't not like to. I do not like. What a sentence.
Mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
Okay. Time to attack.
That is enough for
I
the
think it's because I don't ever have much I can commentate on, possibly.
By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again.
All right. Here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Not a
I
problem.
don't know, tell a story. You think I have stories to tell? That's really funny.
I'm prepared to see this through.
I'll
I
tell you
live
let
my
these
life
folks
and
go.
that's it.
They'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
I don't ever have anything engaging or fun to speak on. That's just sort of not the nature of me. Okay, you see these two idiots? You see that they've chosen to go this way? They're so dumb. They're going the long way round to get to their opponent. It's like I don't normally tell stories when I do this. I just do my thing and I play my little
I think
game.
this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
They're really chasing down. They're chasing down the enemies that they need to fight, and I think it's so funny.
That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
The one that Raphael's chasing is about to get to that same zone again, and we're gonna lose. I sense it in my bones.
Now, charge and attack.
Yeah, look. She's not even making an attempt to engage with, like, a fight with me. I'm toying with the idea of writing stand-up? What has led to that? I'm curious. It's not a difficulty issue game. Don't be a dick. No, you're just hitting her. Dude, she wasn't engaging. She just kept running. Normally when you engage, they like stop to fight. God, I've got to hear these guys have the same conversations for the third time.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I don't know. I just think I have some funny things to say. Is that what? I was gonna make a joke, and I've held myself back. As funny as I think the joke would have been, but I'm better than that.
Yeah, not bad. So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from...
I fly frequently, so I feel like I have a few bits about that. Okay. All right, Jerry Seinfeld, are you gonna tell me what the deal is with airplane food?
Kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
Drink water, everybody. Stay hydrated, you know. Liquidate your assets. Pour all your money into Dogecoin. This is a joke. Please don't actually do that. Dear God, please.
There is nothing I cannot do.
No, I'm not talking about airplane food. No, what you should talk about the fact that no one is capable of buying airplane food nowadays. Because everything has been microtransactioned out the wazoo when it comes to flights. People are paying $400 to $600 for a flight. It's insane that they then have to go on to pay $5 for a cup of ice that has been partially filled with a can of Coke. Legitimately, I think that's stupid. I don't understand what this weird change is with like the world of airlines, but I think it's kind of ridiculous.
I'm prepared. Keep your eyes on me.
Hey, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not bother. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
I also do a lot of traveling. This is why I'm aware of this piece of knowledge.
Let us bring it down.
Now that I think...
Yeah, I have a bit about how I fly budget airlines always, and then I recently flew a not-so-budget airline. I didn't realize some airlines had snacks for free until... Yeah, there are some airlines that do still have snacks for free. I will not name the name of the airlines that I fly that are budget that I hate, but I will say that every time I have an issue with those airlines, I always end up getting to fly Southwest. So I guess that airplane food, but not like the full meals. No, back in the day it was full meals. That's what the joke was. But they were kind of bad.
We're near the place where Claude's
But
grandfather
yeah,
met
now we just get packages of discount snacks. But what was I saying? Yeah, Southwest is always there for me every time, and I appreciate that about them. I love Southwest. Good. It's like they're always doing just the right, and it's always funny because I never initially booked with Southwest, and I feel like if I just initially booked with Southwest, I would experience less issues. My problem with doing that is that it's expensive to book with Southwest, and I kind of hate that it's that expensive. But every time I book with them, it's always the greatest flight I've ever had. Like, it's a good seat, I get a little snack and a little drink, it's always nice, like they know what the people want. Yeah, they know that we don't want budget airline seats. I've sat in budget airline seats, and they make my body hurt in ways that I thought was only possible doing work. Like, I'm seated. I don't understand how you could hurt me so much, but they do. Last time I flew Southwest, I got the X drone. It was comfy as hell. Ooh, that's nice.
Gotta get stronger.
That's nice. Were you capable of doing everything they would have asked you to do?
Everyone you recognize.
You know?
There's nothing these must.
Now there is nothing I.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
Now let us bring it down.
Yes, that it hurts in ways that it shouldn't. It really does. Like the new airplane seats for like budget airlines that are just like the thinnest seat, the tiniest seat. It's kind of insane.
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base. By the good
I'd rather sit in one of those plastic kindergarten chairs the whole flight. I mean, you basically are. There's not even cushion in budget airline seat planes anymore. Like there's not cushions.
Before we get beaten to a pulp again.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Not a problem. I've got this.
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
It also always... What? It's also always at the worst angle, so your ass hurts in a way that no matter how you try to sit, nothing helps. Yeah, their chairs are just really built awful. Like, just the absolute worst.
Watch me flex. Did you see that? My muscles always win the day.
Not what I expected this guy to do, but that is what he did. Not Southwest, I didn't have that problem there. No, I know, no one has that problem with Southwest.
All right.
I'm also incredibly appreciative of Southwest standby thing that they do, where it's like if you book a ticket for a flight, if you're there waiting for it, you can like go into standby for a different flight of your choosing, and like if they have room on there, like you can get on that flight. Now if it's the same, if it's like an equal flight, like if they're flying multiple flights to the same place and maybe this one's an earlier one, then like there's no like upcharge or anything. But I do know that for some, like if you're changing your destination, there will be like an adjustment cost to whatever card the initial ticket was purchased with, which again, still really good. I have a bit about TSA PreCheck because I recently enrolled for that and it's been interesting. How does that work? How do you enroll for TSA PreCheck? Like, do you just... How does that work? I've always been curious. What's the difference?
Got this. Take a breather.
Yeah. They were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters. Time to attack.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
What does it change? Do you still wear shoes? Does it cost money? Because I fly often. If some people haven't picked up on that, it's just something that occurs. There are different approved companies to do it under, but you go online and answer some questions. That's it? You go online and answer questions. That's how you get like TSA pre-check. Like if you're a citizen and if you have a criminal record and that kind of thing. I have none of those. In case anyone was curious.
I've got this. Take this. Not a problem. I've got this.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
And then you make an appointment to go into an improved location. They confirm everything and fingerprint you, and you pay the fee, and that's
Prepare to see
it.
this
That's it? That's all it takes to
I'll
get
take your spot.
TSA? Fuck, dude.
If you keep staring off into space, some bandit's gonna run up and conk you on the head.
Yes, of course. I must focus on the battle at hand.
All right, that should be all.
You can't get on the front. Let's cut around back.
There is something strange about the enemy.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
For me, it was like $78, but it lasts like 4 or 5 years. It's generally quicker, especially if you want to fly at the busier times for airports. Is it like a separate term? Is it like a separate TSA point than like the typical TSA that everyone else goes through? Is it like its own thing?
These current movements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind?
This stronghold will fall.
It's a separate line you get in, yeah. That'd actually be incredibly helpful. MCO always destroys me. It's always the worst aspect every time I try to fly is flying MCO. I hate it. That's the Orlando International Airport. Usually don't even have to do the full body scan, just the metal detector. Oh my god, that would be fantastic. I always have to remove my belt because it's got metal on it, and then every time it'll flag the fact that now my pants are baggy. So they're like, "There's something here. We gotta check the buttocks and the crotch." And I go, "Yeah, whatever. Get it over with. Want to do it here or at a private screening room?" I don't give two shits. I would just like to get to my flight that I'm sure will be canceled by the time I arrive to it, because the budget airlines fucking suck. MCO is the worst, my lord. Oh yeah, no, it's fucking awful. The amount of times that I've been through MCO in like the past 6 months is insane. 1, but 2, Jesus Christ. Sometimes they make you do the full body scan randomly, mostly it's just the metal detector. I mean, even still, I don't know, that's fine, whatever, I don't care. It's just always really funny when they get me, and they're like, it's like, we detected something here, and it's like, yeah, dude, it's my big fucking nuts. It's like, obviously, it's my baggy pants. Sorry if you think it's a bomb because your job says you have to, but it's not. Like, I fly in and out of Chicago a lot, and both those airports are so much better. I often fly out. I've flown through a variety of airports, from JFK to LAX to one in Hawaii, St. Louis, Michigan, lots of airports, and MCO has forever and always been the absolute most atrocious thing I've ever had to deal with. Oh. Does the metal detector go off, or does the full body scanner go off? Because the full body scanner sometimes likes to go off for the plate that I have in my knee, which info to any human beings out there that don't know, I have a plate in my knee. And it sometimes goes off in the full body scanner.
The Count? Where's your father, you little brat?
Retire. I am the Count of Gloucester now.
You don't say. Well, in that case, I'll have to take my revenge on you instead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of enemies. Where the hell did they all come from? Last time he flew, they didn't have the full body scan. That's a really long time ago. So it was always set the metal textures off, and you have Doctor's Note and everything.
There is nothing I cannot do.
It's always funny. I've always thought about if, like, maybe I should go and get the little, like, note about my knee, and then I've always just been like, it's not worth it. It's like,
I think this will go well.
for me personally,
I'm prepared to
obviously
see
for
this
people
through.
that fly way more often and do have a condition like that, I understand, I get it. So it's just funny.
He seeks vengeance against my father. Whatever was driving these people?
The story goes that we got to our gate and we thought he was walking behind us, but he wasn't there. Y'all straight left him? When he got pulled aside because his knee set off the detector and they didn't believe his note, most likely? That's awful in the funniest way. Kind of how they come to a room and made him do a whole private check even though he had the note. It's really funny that I predicted what your story was before you'd finished writing aspects of it, because I'm just that knowledgeable of sort of the stupidities of the world. We didn't see him get pulled aside as a small child. Well, I mean, that's not really... My blame isn't for you. The fact that you said there weren't full-body scans, I already know how long ago this is, which means you were just fucking... you were just a kid. But it's so funny that that occurred. But in, like, the worst way?
There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I'm prepared to see this through. Keep
Do
your
my
eyes on
duty
it.
and eliminate these bandits.
This is awful. We have to do something. Say, Raphael?
Keep quiet and fight, Ignatz. These guys are serious business.
I've never been pulled aside, but we did have a like the shittiest instance of dealing with the TSA ever as a kid was in JFK. I was a child, so that is obviously just classic metal detectors. I was wearing shorts. My little sister was a child, and they would not let us go through because the detector kept going off, and it was because for me, it was because my pants had, like, buttons on them, like, multiple metal buttons. And, like, we told them that, and we pointed it out, and they just did not give two shits about it. They just kept making us go through and through until finally a different TSA agent was like, just let them through. And so they finally did, and we'd already missed our flight by then. And I was like, it's insane the things that TSA is able to just do because they feel like it. And I was like, that's wild.
There is nothing
I was like, no one should have... How does the song go? No one man should have all that power.
I've got this. My turn at last.
I didn't tell the bow boy
Think
what
this
to
will
do.
go well.
Go murder that guy. Yeah, go murder that guy. Oopsie daisy. I need to go this way.
Splendid. We have the advantage.
You're just goofy for that. Why the fuck do you want to bring ice through? It's just gonna start to melt. That's foolhardy. You don't need an icy water for your fucking plane.
Do you know who I am? You should be ashamed. Come on. Accept your defeat. There is nothing I cannot.
I've got this. My turn.
Here it comes.
You're dead!
Ain't you traitorous nobles tired of beating us up yet?
You claim my father betrayed you?
Used us and threw us away like trash, he did. Then he tried to
I've got this.
make us disappear so as to sweep it under the rug.
Because I won't drink room temp water. I don't know where the fuck you're getting your water, dude, if you think it's room temp. What water are you getting that's room temp? And if you need ice that bad, go to the Starbucks and ask if they can just fill your cup with ice. Or any of the other restaurants that exist past the TSA checkpoint. Some, if not most of them, are willing to do that because, again, they exist in an area where people can't do something like bring ice through. But I'm going to assume that you never thought about that, did you?
Prepare. Keep your eyes on me.
Just kill me and be done with it already. At least that way it'll finally be over.
I would speak with you yet. I need to understand what has transpired here.
We did it. We won.
Meat party when we get home, and Lawrence is buying.
Straight up, I feel like legally they cannot charge you for ice in that fashion in there. If they do, that's insane. I would take that one to fucking, I don't know, to war. I would take that one to war. Like, can you please put ice in my bottle? Yeah, that'll be $3. No. Fill it with ice. Who the fuck just leveled up? Oh.
I found strength in adversity.
I really don't believe that Ignatz was meant to be a dude.
I can excel when I need to.
Getting stronger.
I had this power within me all the while.
I am capable of so much more.
Dear God, it's been almost an hour and I only did one mission.
There you are, Lawrence.
I just
That
kept
took so
failing
long, I
it.
thought maybe that bandit general got you.
We had much to discuss, which I will share with all of you now.
Did you uncover the reason for their grudge against your father?
Indeed, as we suspected, they were once mercenaries in his employ. At first, they were used in the ways one might think, keeping villages safe, guarding the border, and so on. But one day,
Also
they were
bits
given a very
that are not
strange
about
order by a
airplanes.
supposed envoy of my father.
Yeah,
What was
what
the
are those
order?
bits?
They were told to threaten any merchants heading toward Regan and force them to turn back.
Yeah, that's a weird one, all right.
The mercenaries felt the same and balked at the idea of raising their swords against unarmed merchants. Instead, they decided to chase a pack of wild monsters into the merchants' path and scare them that way.
Sounds like a good way to get everyone killed.
Indeed, you see the matter already. The plan worked, at first. Then one day they caught wind that merchants were approaching and loosed monsters on them per the established method. An ordinary group of merchants would have simply run away and lived. But one among this group drew his sword and began to fight. This was Lord Godfrey, who at the time held the title of Duke Regan. He fought valiantly, but ultimately in vain. Sadly, he perished along with the merchants he had hoped to protect.
I just realized this guy
Merchants
has an
that
undercut,
included
it
Raphael's
seems,
parents.
underneath his...
So the former Duke Regan
Weird
and Raphael's
bowl
parents
cut?
all died because of your dad, Lawrence?
So it would seem. I am terribly sorry, Raphael. Please, accept my apology in my father's stead.
Hey, knock it off. You didn't do anything wrong.
As it happens, my parents were meant to accompany Godfrey that day. But they had a scheduling conflict and recommended that Raphael's parents go instead, which means...
Not you
Jesus
too,
Christ, what is
nuts.
this set of coincidences?
Look, everybody. Kids aren't responsible for what their parents do.
Like I go into
Lawrence, do we know for sure that the order came from your father?
That seems to be a very
I was
personal
wondering the
comedy
same
bit,
thing.
but what makes you think you're the only one that's in touch
Your
with
father
reality?
was always protective of the nobility's reputation, and it seems strange he would do something so sneaky, and so anti-merchant besides.
Based on what the bandits said, I suspect it was someone from our house acting alone. By the time my father realized what was happening, the culprit had vanished, along with any hope of ever sussing out their true motives. Only the mercenaries
Raphael
remained,
looks like
and my
John
father
Cena.
had no choice but to punish them.
I bet they didn't care at all about what happened behind the scenes. Far as they were concerned, their employer betrayed them.
But I don't get how any of this has to do with you right now, Lawrence.
No.
A feudal lord is responsible
I don't
for
think he
all that
does.
happens within their realm. Therefore, anything left unresolved by my father falls by necessity to me. I would also like to pay appropriate reparations to both you and your family, as is fair and proper.
But I don't need anything from you. I can take care of my family plenty well on my own. Besides, I made my peace with what happened to my folks a long time ago. You can't change that now. All you can do is stir up a bunch of old, painful memories.
Yes, but still.
But nothing. I'm done talking about this. I'll still take my reward for beating up the bandits, though. Meat party, remember? You promised me the finest ham in all the land. And just thinking
Did
about
he just say he was having a meat party? It's not helping the gay accusations,
This does
Raphael.
not sit right with me. What should I do?
I don't think there's anything else you can do. If you keep at it, you'll just make Raphael upset. Same goes for you, Ignatz.
Right.
Very well. In that case, I shall arrange for the finest spread of meat the world has ever seen. I
Yes,
stake
Lawrence does
House
look so
Gloucester's
fruity.
very reputation on it.
Now that's the right thing to do.
Still feels a little weird to leave it like this, but I guess this is for the best.
Something about the wording of your statement feels incorrect. Like, I'm the only one that knows how restaurants work in that we all sit down and it seems like everyone forgets how to order and interact with servers. What you have written is two separate thoughts that read out as in the two ideas of they don't know how to sit down or interact with servers. You saved a lost merchant who would like to thank you with some goods. I couldn't have gotten through that without you. I can't give you anything for free, but I'll lower my prices. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, hell yeah. Why do you have those? Holy shit. Does your family not know how to sit down at restaurants? Is that what you're saying?
Well?
If you need more troops, I have some ready right now. You may hire one of these battalions. The enemy has already retreated from here. Some useful items have been left behind. Oh, nice. Civilians have barricaded themselves in after a bandit raid. They seem to be looking for a chance to take revenge. That lawless bunch of bandits looted everything. I want you to go teach them a lesson. You met a merchant who claims to sell rare items.
Okay.
I've bought you some goods that just came in. I'll have to charge you for them, but I guarantee you'll find them useful. Sure. Got a lot of money. It seems the residents fled somewhere. They left some useful items behind. Civilians are cleaning the storehouse. Some of your soldiers are free, so you make them go help. Thanks. You can have one of those. They're pretty rare, you know. Secret book or Speedwing? Secret book? Kinda like they're always... What? Like they always sit us at a longer table because there's a lot of us, and they don't know how to pick a seat in a timely manner and sit so they're not in the way of an employee trying to run food or something. So what you meant by... you're the only one that knows how to sit down? Was that everyone else takes too long to sit and ends up in the way? You stopped by a watchtower and collected some stockpiled supplies. Oh, dude. Your army is holding an archery contest.
Hey, you.
You all look like you've got some skills. There's a prize for the winner. Anyone interested? Select a unit with dex 22 or higher. Well, you know I can put my boy Ash in here. 53 dex. I got a magic bow. Oh my god, I'm about to do so much stuff in this camp. I kind of feel like that's a lot of families and groups when it comes to like dining out in some essence. As the group gets too large, if you guys don't like decide where you're sitting before you get to the table, it's just a little bit of chaos every time, it always seems.
Everything has its use.
Yeah, and then the waiter comes to take drink orders and nobody even knows what they want because they're talking to each other before looking at the menus. Dog, my family is not that way. They look at that menu, they'll usually have drink, meal ready to go, and then they will talk, and they will talk, and they will talk, and they will talk, and I love my family. I need you to know this isn't me being mean about how much they talk. It is the fact that they are really prepped. And I am telling this story as an opposition to your story because I think it's funny to do that. Reduces the cost of leveling up. Oh, that would be so nice, actually. That's actually really helpful. Greatly reduces the cost of using the blacksmith. Allows level B weapons to be repaired. Oh, I need this one. Like, legitimately. I have just a sea of level B weapons I have not been able to fix. So I suppose I will No, I know my bit is that they could be so prepared, especially because we eat in the same like 2 restaurants, but nobody ever is. Family is just funny in that terrible, terrible way.
Is this it?
I can fix all of these now. For terrible, awful cost.
Is this it?
I'm refused to.
Is this it? Is this it?
He's gonna say it every time, and it's gonna annoy me if I don't skip through it.
See you around.
God, I hate that. Okay, training instructor is this way. I know I could have teleported to him, but it made just as much sense for me to run. Alright, dude, I have like a cajillion of these things for people to acquire their last class. I cannot believe his final path is to become a Wyvern Lord and ride that thing. Yeah, I've got 6 of these bad boys. I'm just gonna go down the list. And my Italian grandfather always has to ask if the waiter's Italian if they look remotely European. He's just trying to connect. Look at Dedue on his fucking dragon. I like that it popped me out of the thing. Yes, become a mortal savant.
I'll reach for new heights.
Why is that the mortal savant fit? I kind of hate that. I hate that it puts him on a horse, but that's the end of the road for snipers.
Will this make me stronger?
I feel like it defeats the point for this character to put him on a horse. I feel like I've got some kind of funny stuff just obviously worded better. I would presume and assume that it would be worded better. Versed in white magic. Versed in black magic. I don't know why he takes a hit to his health to become a Dark Knight, but I'm curious because there's obviously far holier people on horses, so I feel like Sylvan needs to be a Dark Knight.
Well, how do I look?
It's like, I mean, you're being put on the spot. I don't imagine your jokes are gonna be like ripped, ride, roar, and ready to go. The Gremory. Congrats, Mercedes. Ooh.
Do you think
Well,
it's a
isn't
fit?
she fancy? I do. The day Mercedes dies is the day I cry. Am I going to skip over Annette only because she's also already a magical girl? Yes. Dark Knight, Holy Knight, Falcon Knight. So this one is unique to her. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because for me it's almost 3 and I'm not so articulate at the moment. When are you ever so articulate? Boom.
I believe in
Roasted.
my own potential.
I forgot there was way more people still, like, new, that are working on stuff. I have no idea. I don't even remember how I ended up with these two. Wow. When they become a holy knight, do they also become a silent one? Dude, we wish. We know for a fact that these people are not silent in any fashion. All they want to do is talk.
I'll put this to good use.
Learn the magic silence. I can't tell if you got the joke I made. Oh, because of the
The
song
more power, the better.
Silent Night?
I'll remember this.
Oh, good.
Training can be the difference between victory and can't wait to see how you do.
New support conversations. Unexpected. For who? Oh. For the lovebirds. I call them the lovebirds. It was funnier in your
Finished
head.
giving your report?
I'm glad you're aware.
Yes. I hope you were not waiting too long. Did you need me for something?
Need is a strong word. I just wanted to commend you. I heard that last fight was brutal, but you made it out alive.
None of us expected it to evolve into such an arduous battle. We were only supposed to be dealing with some bandits.
So you weren't injured?
I'm fine.
Oh,
So
he
is
worries
everyone
about
else in
her.
the unit, thankfully. Though even in the darkest moments, I never lost hope. All thanks to this.
My brother's spur. You're telling me that hunk of steel helped you?
Perhaps
I
not
like
in
the idea that his
practical
brother
sense,
wore
but it
spurs like a
certainly bolstered my
cowboy.
spirits. This spur symbolizes Glenn's pride and sense of duty, things he fought for to his dying breath. I couldn't very well give up while I carried something with that much meaning. It gave me the courage to keep fighting.
I don't get it. It's all well and good to remember the dead, but sentimentality will get you killed. All the tears in the world couldn't bring them back after all.
You have always viewed the world in such stark terms. It might even be one of your strengths. But one day, you will learn that emotions and sentimentality are also a strength, not a curse.
I feel like I'm listening
So
to
the
an
dead
emo
can help
edgelord
the
talk to a
living?
robot.
Interesting idea.
Can we
No
continue
offense to their
this later?
cutscene that I interrupted with my
I think I have
vocals.
earned a good night's sleep.
Ingrid, wait. Will you do something for me?
I'm listening.
Go visit my brother. This war shows no signs of stopping, which means you have plenty of battles ahead of you. And if you're so certain the dead can help the living, it couldn't hurt to offer him some flowers.
You want me to go to Glenn's? I mean, of course. But you should join me. And perhaps His Majesty as well. And even Lord Rodrigue, Sylvain, Sir Gustav, everyone.
Are you planning to host an entire banquet at his gravestone?
That was not my original intention, but now that you mention it, a festive meal might be nice. We could all use a little relaxation, and Glenn always preferred a joyous atmosphere to a somber one.
Fine.
That is what it
just
sounds
don't
like. I'm
bother
glad you
me,
agree.
Okay. Anyway, I'm keeping you. Go get something to eat and get some rest.
I will do just that. Thank you, Felix.
Nice. Now for Ash and Mercedes? Interesting conversations.
You saw one too. Glad it wasn't just me.
There you are, Ash. I've been worried sick about you.
You were white as a sheet during our training earlier, and I was concerned you had taken ill.
No, I'm sure that was all just in your head.
That's not your usual carefree smile.
I guess I can't hide anything from you, huh? Truth is, I turned my ankle during practice. Thankfully, it's all right, but... well, it reminded me of the time I saw a ghost when I was a little kid.
When you saw
Wait,
what?
A proper ghost? Oh, what did it look like? Did it say anything? What was it wearing?
Are you telling me that in this
Oh,
world
dear.
of like
I'm
monsters
sorry.
and
I let myself
magic
get
and
carried
creatures
away
that
there.
like ghosts aren't
I understand if you don't
real,
want to
real?
talk about it.
No, it's all right.
like
I can't
prominently
let myself
everywhere
live in
real
fear of
style?
it forever. So on that day, my brother took sick with a fever, and I went into the mountains to look for medicinal herbs. As I was walking along some unstable ground, I saw a large figure in the fog.
And you're sure there wasn't anyone else on the mountain with you that day?
Yeah, I was definitely alone up there. Plus, when I tried saying hello, the figure didn't answer. I knew then and there it was a ghost, and in my hurry to escape, my foot slipped, and I turned my ankle.
Well, it's important to be careful about where you step.
Wait, that's your takeaway? The story doesn't scare you at all?
Not really. If I'm honest, I heard a similar tale some time back. A long time ago, a man on a pilgrimage saw a strange, shadowy figure deep in the Ogma Mountains. He panicked and began to scream, thinking it a ghost or some other manner of evil omen. But in truth, it was none of those things.
Wait, so if it wasn't a ghost, what was it?
It was his own shadow reflected in the mist.
What? Then maybe what I saw was...
I can't say for certain, but it may have simply been a trick of the light.
Went up into the mountains to look for medicinal herbs sounds like an old-timey alibi
I
for
feel silly
murder.
being afraid of my own shadow for so many years.
I understand what
It's
you
quite
mean, but also that's
understandable for you to
incredibly
mistake
funny.
it for a ghost, especially since you
And
hadn't
where were
heard the
you
story
on the
about
night
a
the
shadowy
body
figure.
turned up? I was up in the
Thanks,
mountains looking for
Mercedes.
medicinal herbs.
That makes me feel a lot better. Hey, but if you have time, you should listen to this guy's story.
Sorry, whose story?
This guy right here. Apparently he saw a real ghost a long time ago.
Oh,
Ash?
Ash.
You are the only other person here.
What? Come on. He's standing right next... Huh?
You were alone when I found you.
Wait, so
No, the
you
fuck he
never
was
saw
not.
him. What does that mean? Was he,
Okay, that was really fucking out of the blue. They were like, fuck, I don't know, give him Ghost. I don't think there's
My
anyone we still have to
instruction
teach
comes at a high
tactics to.
price.
But I'd like to check. Okay.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Wrong button. Does he have any more Master Seals? No, I bought them all.
Hope to see you again soon.
Man, I don't want to talk to any of the people that want to talk to me. I know I'll have to eventually. I suppose I'll do this other paralogue. Love and hate in wartime. Catherine tells Ash what happened with his older brother, Kristoff, from her perspective. Before he can digest what she's shared, however, familiar faces appear before him. Is this also more ghost stuff? Because that would be kind of funny.
So is it true, Catherine? About you and my brother?
Yes, it's true. But are you sure you want to talk about this before your scouting mission?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
In that case, yes. I chose to hold to what I believed in, which meant he had to die. If you can't forgive me for it, then I stand ready for your challenge.
I have no right to judge you. I also betrayed people I cared about for my beliefs, and in some cases, even led them to their deaths.
Fair enough. Now get going, and make sure you keep your emotions in check while on duty.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey there, Slowpoke. I think this is everyone who's available at the moment. Oh, and I've got some bad news. Looks like Imperial troops have surrounded Ash's scouting unit. Sounds like they got wise to our plan. Yep. Either Ash slipped up, or we've got a spy in our midst. Still, they sent a pretty impressive force if they're just looking to take out one little scout party.
That's why we think their true aim lies elsewhere.
Maybe they're hoping to take out Ash before moving on to our main force.
Doubtful. While their force is larger than necessary for a single scouting unit, it's nowhere near large enough for a full-on assault.
Plus, they've already lost the element of surprise. No, I think they're coming after Ash. Apparently, some of the enemy's soldiers were flying the flag of House Gaspar. I'm worried about Ash. What's left of House Gaspar probably thinks him a traitor. Yeah, he won't be winning any popularity contests with that band anytime soon. You could be the most virtuous, upstanding knight in the land, and still be the embodiment of evil to whoever is on the other side. Well, that's a fun thought. We don't know much about the enemy, but there don't seem to be any generals of note among them. So here's the plan.
Oopsie daisy.
We're all going to rush in there, grab Ash, and hightail it back out. Good? Good.
Already, my knights. You two make sure you're prepared too. If we aren't quick about this, we're all going to end up very dead.
It must be hard for Ash to fight against what remains of his old house. If he's not ready to have people hate him, he should get out of the killing business. When you're alive and looking to stay that way, your interests inevitably butt up against someone else's. And look, Ash is clearly in a tough spot, but he's no fool, and he's come too far to lay down his life now. I mean, he killed his own father figure in the name of justice. It'll take more than this to shake him. You've got a lot of confidence in him.
Medicinal herbs, I need you to know, is still sitting in the back of my head. And it makes me think about Resident Evil and how much I really desperately want to get through the 6th game in order to finish out 7 and 8 and Revelations 2. I so badly want to get through those games. I love that franchise. It's goofy nonsense. It's because it's a good franchise. It's a good franchise. That's what it is. It's a good franchise. I love Resident Evil. It's so stupid at times.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done.
Not a problem. I've got this. Starting the mission now.
Whole bunch of swordsmen for this
Need to
mission.
secure an escape route. But I think we should deal with Ash first.
Right. Who knows how much longer he can hold out. We need to break through the troops surrounding him as soon as possible.
Oh. Oh, they want us to bust in and then, like, work our way out. Aw, man.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
I was like, can I even get in from your point? Oh, I can. Okay. I'll run away around as him.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I've been really hankering for some Resident Evil recently, but I haven't had the time to play with Jade, and because of my changed work schedule, she doesn't have the ability to play with me right now. That's the only reason 6 is not occurring. I did, however, secure some fun stuff for next week, so everyone should look forward to that. I won't tell you what, but it's gonna be fun.
Still in the fight.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we? Starting the mission now.
Let me show. I live for this.
He never adopted this filthy wretch of a child. Lord Renato would still draw breath.
I recognize all of these faces. Odette will despise me for betraying Renato.
Oh. What?
Watch out, everyone!
No, you're not allowed to know. That's how not telling you works. That's how not telling anyone works.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Just wait.
You'll find out in a week. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun.
This stronghold will fall.
The things I do for this kid. I see why his brother always looked out for him. Ash, I'm coming to rescue you, so don't you dare die before I get there.
Huh? Was that Catherine? What do I do?
I've been hankering to pick up where I left off in RE Make and just haven't been able to. Why haven't you been able to? I'm curious. I will say that part of me has sometimes thought about getting my fix by replaying some of the games I've played so far on the channel again. Like whether it be alternate modes that we didn't get to see. So like when I played RE Make, I played Chris's story, but I didn't play Jill's. So I thought about doing that. when I finished RE0, I unlocked that weird run where you could do like the Wesker part. Stuff like that. Well, I know that, but that doesn't make me not want to know. So, I don't know, get punked. I don't know what you want from me. Dude, that twink is getting his ass beat.
That does it for the catapults. Now let's hurry and help Ash before it's too late.
I've been busy mostly. Yes, I want to see the Jill side. I also am curious to see the Jill side, because I know that has a whole Barry story to it. I was thinking, like, I know that's got a whole like Barry portion of story to it, and I love Barry. Barry's one of my favorite characters. Which is really funny because like Barry just does not. He just doesn't show up in canon after a certain point. He just disappears.
I'm sorry for the trouble. Really. Nope, not getting through here. These folks are clearly trying to hurt us in a certain direction. I don't see another choice.
Don't worry, kid. No trap and olive boatman can hope to hold us.
I was about to say, I was like, where is the evacuation point?
Minato would still be alive if I had just remained loyal and fought beside him.
I gotta say I'm partial to Chris Boulder punching Redfield, but also that's partially from those Wesker and Friends videos. Fair. That's very fair in the funniest way. I also know that there's like a sea of other side games and whatnot that just don't get any love, and I would absolutely adore getting the chance to play those, because I feel like they'd be a lot of fun. Including even the on-rails ones that have weird additional story for some godforsaken reason. I think those would be fascinating to play.
I'm a little nervous about this.
I know, I think there's Resident Evil, is it Dead Aim or something? And that's the other on-rails one. I think it would be there's a lot of them, and it would be really cool to like just acquire and play them. I know though that for some of them I don't have the systems for it. For some, I could probably get on PC, but I don't have a way to stream PC games right now, unless they're really low power, like if it's something really small and chinsky. So yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. Alright, time to try out Ash in his new form, on a horse. It's definitely a choice. And I'd watch it all. Honestly, I think a lot of people would watch a lot of the Resident Evil stuff. I know that eventually, when I do finally one day have a laptop that allows me to like stream out so that I can play on my PC, I do want to try out those like randomizer mods that people make. They always seem like a lot of fun. It's just something about seeing Resident Evil get randomized in such a ridiculous fashion is always so funny to me. Open up the door to the mansion and sharks come in. Funniest visual I've ever seen.
Oh look, It's a trap. I'm so surprised. Come on, let's kill these guys and get out of here.
I can still fight.
Oh, there's also the gifted to me by Kingsley, by you, copy of OG Resident Evil 1 that I have yet to have the chance to play, outside of testing just to make sure it worked. And that's something I know will be insane to do, but I'm excited for that. In fact, Kingsley, if you don't mind just searching for me, how many Resident Evil games are there? Like, in total? Because, like, I know there's stuff like Code Veronica, too, that everyone loves, but I haven't played, I don't own. Like, I know there's a lot.
Lord Lonato looks down on you with scorn, you ungrateful peasant.
I'm a little nervous about this.
They were about to be really mean to my boy.
Take a breather. And what? Ash was supposed to show his gratitude by dying alongside the guy? Ash, you did what you did because you thought it was right. So don't give in now.
I can still fight.
I'll cut you down! You're done!
Oh, yeah, I did test it. It did work. It was really goofy to load it up on the PS3, but it worked, and I was very excited for that.
Yeah, not bad.
Why, you little...
I'm sorry, but I did what I thought was right.
Let's keep moving. Well, a different way, because there's no getting through here.
Lots of enemies this way, too. Guess we've just got to push through.
We've no other choice. Keep up, Ash.
Including remakes and spin-offs, the internet says 30? Okay. Can you tell me what that number looks like not including remakes? Because the number will... it'll be the same whether the OG versions are not included or if the remakes are not included. So just, if we can exclude remakes from this count we're trying to figure out.
I've got this.
Yes, ma'am.
This guy's wearing thigh-high pointed boots. Can we talk about that? I didn't realize that before, but he is wearing thigh-high pointed boots. I will be the most excited to watch you play that one since I gifted it to you. I mean, that's fair. I'm very terrified to play that one, I will admit. Both in combo from old-style clunky controls and also just my fear for OG Resident Evil, which is far scarier than the midpoint of Resident Evil.
You're looking good, Ash. I mean, no match for me, but who is?
Out of the way!
12 mainline, 8 actually numbered. I'm going to assume they're including the 2 Revelations games, Code Veronica. What the fuck else are they including in the mainline then? Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I presume Revelations 1 and 2. I would presume Code Veronica. There are 14 spin-offs. That's insane. 14 spin-offs, and I bet you 3 of them are made specifically for the Wii and are on-rail shooters.
Easy now.
Dude, this guy is always getting hurt.
What are you staring at? Give it up! Bow before me.
12, 14 is what? That's 26. So then... Oh, I was like... What? I was like, what? That math doesn't make sense. But then I forgot RE 1, 2, 3, 4 all have remakes, so those would be the other 4 to make up 30. I'm so genuinely curious. What is... So the source I'm looking at says that some of those 12 are technically considered spin-offs, but are integral and move the franchise forward, so they're included in the 12 count. Yeah, okay. Like I was saying, that would mean that count that they're doing is including Revelations 1 and 2, and Code Veronica, or Resident Evil Code Veronica X, because the title is stupid. But then would also be including something else. And I'm so curious what that last one is that I'm not capable of processing in my head for the 12. This is why every chat needs a Kingsley in it, so that someone can Google all the info that you're incredibly curious about while you play button mashing video games. Zero is the one I was forgetting. Okay, so thank you. So 0 to 8, which is 9 games, the 2 Revelations, and Code Veronica X. Those are the 12, because I don't know if you did your math, but the number you just gave actually makes till 11 if you don't count Code Veronica X. But okay, alright. God, I forgot about 0. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot about 0. That game is difficult as sin, and I already mentioned it too. Yeah, I realized I missed it. Fair.
Our escape route's ready. All that's left is to take it out of here.
Let others say what they will. I've chosen my path.
Okay, that was a lot more work than they're paying me for.
Don't go relaxing just yet. That tricky commander of theirs is still out there.
What can I say? I'm used to playing the hero.
I'm so glad we have you here.
I would like to play Code Veronica X. I've seen like a cajillion separate memes about it. that make it seem like it would just be stupid fun to play, like that type of game. But I also like hear that it's incredibly difficult, like insanely stupidly difficult.
Leave this to me.
Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god, dude. That move changed dramatically.
Oh dear. It appears my friends from Gaspar weren't up to the task.
I've got to kill this fucker with a bowl cut?
I'm a little nervous. He must be the one who incited this whole rebellion. He'll pay for that with his life.
No, I am but
Spiral shot on the horse is stupid.
not concern yourselves with me. You're rather famous, aren't you? Yes, I imagine you'd fetch a tidy sum.
You capture me?
Not likely. And after I sold them all those weapons, too. What a useless bunch.
I've got you now!
Dude, his horse did some flamboyant ass moves just now.
Why does nothing ever go as planned?
And that's that. Come on, Ash. Let's go.
Thank you, everyone.
I've learned a thing or two from battle.
I kind of wish they would remake Zero.
The senses.
It would be. I think that one would be really good. Like if we could get it updated. I would play that. I would play the sin out. I would play the heck out of RE0 if they remade it.
Can't complain.
Yuri's image design is incredibly effeminate with eyeshadow and everything. I feel like some of these characters have been gender swapped. Based on further research, mainline and spin-offs I could find come close to 30, but it's unclear to me if there's actually 30 for sure. See, okay, here's the thing. I think the count that you got with the 12 mainline games, which you've already named, I believe that there are genuinely 14 spin-offs, and then the other 4 to make it 30 are the 4 remakes we've gotten so far for Resident Evils 1, 2, through 4. Because let's not forget, our remake is a remake.
I'll add this to my arsenal.
I'll take what I can get.
It's a lot of weapons.
Looks like we're safe.
You're so right, I just
Though
can't do
have to
math,
say,
much less at
we
this
cut
time
that
of night.
Way closer than I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
You're telling me. I could have done without that wretched merchant riling up what was left of Gaspar. I'm gonna need hazard pay for that one. Remind me to send Dimitri an invoice later.
Don't trouble His Majesty with such things.
Easy there, friend. I'm just blowing off some steam. Don't go getting your honor in a twist.
Well, I am a knight after all. Though, after fighting those people from House Gaspar, I wonder if I'm even worthy of the station.
Our entire job is killing people. It's what we do from sunup to sundown. You really think that line of work won't make you an enemy or 3?
Yes, you're right. And if I needed it, this was certainly a stark reminder. Lonato once told me to hold true to my beliefs. So, I'll keep trusting my own sense of justice and walk the path I've chosen. There's no turning back now.
Now there's the Ash I know and love.
Thank you, friend. And thanks to you as well, Catherine.
I could never abandon an ally in need. Besides, I owe it to Kristoff to keep you alive.
I like the mark.
So I probably should have asked before, but what kind of connection do you have with Lonato?
I'm responsible for the death of his son, Kristoff, Ash's adoptive older brother. In response, Lonato pinned a baseless crime on me, making it impossible for me to ever return home. In a way, I suppose I should thank him. If not for that, I never would have taken up with Lady Rhea.
You really like Rhea, don't you? I actually respect that. And I don't respect much of anything.
I'd prefer if you respected Lady Rhea rather than me. She truly is wonderful.
This all sounds very complicated.
I agree.
It is. But you can't escape your past. No one can. You, Ash, Yuri, we all have our baggage.
Dude, I cannot get over that that guy is wearing
say we
knee
head back?
thigh-high
I'm sure everyone is waiting for us.
boots.
Good idea.
She said Kristoff, and despite that, I read it and pronounced the E at the end in my head.
I hope they can find some measure of peace. Regardless,
Like
I
Kristoff.
intend to help them however I can.
Kristoffi. Or did you read it as
Must you-
Kristoffe?
Whenever you do your
Kristoffer.
best, it tends to make additional
Mustafa.
work for the rest of us.
Seriously, Yuri, can't you just agree with me for once?
What's wrong, Catherine?
No, nothing. Just thinking about the past is all.
Oh, a new support conversation. Kristoffa. Ugh. That's haunting. How did you manage?
What a pain.
Everything all right, Catherine? Thought I saw Count Karen a second ago.
Yes, I just had to talk to my father about something. He wanted to request some of the church's soldiers as reinforcements, but I don't have the authority to make that decision. For the
Kristoffe?
life of me, I can't understand why he'd come to me for something that only
Awful.
Lady Rhea or Dimitri could help him with.
Whoa, wait. Count Karen is your dad?
Yes. Huh. I could have sworn you knew. Well, I guess you do now. I am, in fact, the daughter of Count Karen of Fargus.
I had no idea. Though, now that you mention it, you do bear their crest.
Things are
Why do I not remember who
complicated
Count
with
Karen
my
is?
family, to say the least. But basically, I'm keeping my distance from House Karen for the time being. Right now, I am Catherine, Knight of Saros. No connection to any house or the kingdom.
I see. So you intend to keep serving the church going forward? But what do you think you would do if the church and kingdom broke their alliance?
A foolish question. Obviously, I would side with Lady Rhea. It's not a matter of kingdom or church. My allegiance and my sword lies with Lady Rhea and her alone. Though, of course, I would prefer not to fight my friends and family from back home. So it would be ideal for me if the kingdom and church could play nice forever.
The Archbishop's
Oh, you're asking
personal
for a lot,
sword,
lady.
huh? You've got one heavy blade.
What about you? What are you fighting for here? Or is it one of those I just tripped and fell into it kind of stories.
I mean, he did kind of just trip and fall into it.
I'm doing this for my friends and comrades. I want to make things better for everyone in the kingdom.
Huh. That wasn't what I was expecting. You're pretty loyal for someone who came up as a mercenary.
Aside from that, you might be right. Maybe my coming to Faerghus was pure chance. A civil war broke out in the capital right after I joined the Officers' Academy. By the time things died down, Rhea decided to close the school. That's when Dimitri put me in my current role.
Sounds like you've had a rough go of things too. But you're commanding Kingdom troops now, right? That's a pretty good step up. I say that as long as you're living life in a way that would make your past self proud, that's enough.
Make my past self proud, huh?
Easier said than done, I know. But it can't hurt to try, right? Just keep challenging yourself. You'll get there eventually.
Nice. I've got some convoying to do. And then that should be where I leave it off. Nice. Pretty solid. Mercedes. Ooh. Well, damn. Howdy, young Tommy. How you doing today? To have been penned in an eastern land. Interesting. Okay, alright. Slowly moving my way through the giving people new items ranks. Does Lawrence have a regular lance? Or does he have a, Okay, he's got a regular lance. I was like, so I can give him this, and it'll benefit him greatly. Oh, no wonders it's so shitty whenever I try to use them. That's some pretty solid might, won't even lie. Oh, sure. Good for you, Marianne. cool. Alright, everyone's been convoyed. I should probably check out with the blacksmith about trying to upgrade at least some of those,
Hey there. Need something?
those bad boys, those, crested weapons.
Is this it?
Hit the wrong buttons. Well, his cost mithril. So I can do his. Oh, I could do his whole thing.
Is this
Sure.
it?
Interesting.
See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its
I
use.
see. Alright, well that's when I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream off for the night. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hope stream. If you liked it, make sure to check out everything that's backlogged over on YouTube, as well as giving me a follow here on Twitch. That way you can get notifications every time I go live to make up for my wacky schedule. Thank you guys. I've been the Soloist, and I will see all of you when I see ya. Bye now.